Nothing brings people together like the end of the world. This is in no way my attempt to justify my comic book obsession. And this story, I really, really like. Artwork, the storytelling. Every few months, Marvel Comics has massive crossover events, which tie in everyone from the Avengers to the X-Men. 2013 was Infinity, 2014 was Original Sin, and now 2015 is Secret Wars, and quite frankly, it's the end of the Marvel Universe. Well, not the full end per se, but it's the end of the current Marvel Universe, the one that started way back in 1961, and it's also the end of the Marvel Ultimate Universe. That's going bye-bye too. If you're not currently following anything in the Marvel Comics universe, there is some serious stuff going down. Big name characters have died. Other characters are just showing up out of other dimensions, just randomly popping up in different places. And two worlds are currently on a collision course with each other, and none of them are going to survive. They are going to crash, and everything is going to be destroyed. Secret Wars number 0 was available on Free Comic Book Day, and if you weren't able to get out on Free Comic Book Day or grab yourself a copy anywhere, it's not completely necessary to the story, but it's helpful. And if you want to pick one up, there's still only a couple dollars on eBay. But Secret Wars is an 8-issue miniseries written by Jonathan Hickman, and it promises to change a lot. Now, the first Secret Wars series came out way back in 1984, and the biggest thing to come out of that was Spider-Man's black suit. The idea was a massive toy marketing campaign, because Mattel was interested in Marvel superheroes if there was a big thing to tie toys into. So, Marvel came out with Secret Wars, a miniseries that Mattel could market toys after, and because of the massive success, Mattel was able to release 3 waves of toys between 1984 and 1985. The story of that Secret Wars series is that there was this cosmic being known as the Beyonder who showed up and sort of cherry-picked heroes and villains, threw them on this world called Battle World, and wanted them to fight for his own amusement. But this Secret Wars series isn't so much of a toy marketing ploy as it is to possibly fix some of the things that are wrong with the Marvel Universe. If you remember all those pull lists ago when I was talking about the DC New 52, DC started all of their properties back off at issue number 1, and a lot of the stories started from the very beginning. Batman titles retained some canon from before, but Stephanie Brown, history just completely erased. As for Superman, it was rewritten that Clark Kent and Lois Lane never even dated, and instead, Superman decided to try things with Wonder Woman. Also, Ma and Pa Kent died, so that's a thing. But the Marvel Universe, Universe 616, all the way since 1961, has never done a relaunch. This Steve Rogers is the same Cap that was unfrozen in the 1960s. And now Steve Rogers is a very, very old man thanks to his super soldier serum just being neutralized. So if Marvel wanted to make Steve Rogers Captain America again, they could easily do it during Secret Wars. But before everyone who loves Lady Thor gets really upset because they think that Marvel might undo the Lady Thor thing that they had in the works that a lot of people actually really liked, this was an issue that was available on Free Comic Book Day. There's Lady Thor right there up at the top, and this is a series that doesn't come out until after Secret Wars. So Lady Thor is safe, but also that is the new Captain America, Falcap, and he's still there too. With Secret Wars issue number 2, it'll introduce the concept of Battle World, a place where timelines and past events and past characters will be given the chance to, you guessed it, battle. Age of Ultron, Marvel Zombies, House of M, Old Man Logan, all these stories that people thought had already ended, they will be duking it out for survival. Some of those characters may exist in the future Marvel Universe. The core Secret Wars series will be 8 issues, but there will be numerous tie-ins. Last Days will focus on a character's adventures right before the universe ends. War Zones focuses on individual domains and battles like I was talking about. And Battle World will give detailed information on the infrastructure of Battle World as a whole. Between Secret Wars, Battle World, Last Days, and War Zones, that is over 140 books total. And that's only what's been revealed. Some of them, like Marvel Zombies, Civil War, and Planet Hulk, will continue for the foreseeable future. These series are called ongoing. Now, I don't expect you to read over 140 books for this event. I work in a comic shop and I'm probably not even going to read close to 100. My advice to you is to see what looks good and read about events that you're familiar with. If you've read Marvel Zombies, the Marvel Zombies tie-ins will probably be very interesting to you. If you're not at all familiar with the Marvel Universe, you could probably get away with reading 1 through 8 and still have a very solid story. After Secret Wars ends, the result will be a combination universe filled with the winners of the event. And this will be the status status quo for Marvel from that point forward. And suffice it to say, I'm optimistically excited. There's a lot of really awesome things that could come out of this event. For example, they're going to be bringing Miles Morales from the Marvel Ultimate Universe into the main 616 universe, which is great. I love Miles. But there is a lot that can go wrong. I'm a big Spider-Man fanboy, and I'm worried that they might do something to mess it up. I don't know. Optimistically excited. Optimistically excited. I'm optimistically excited. Click down below if you want to read a preview for Secret Wars #1. It's only 5 pages long, but hey, it's free, and it gives you sort of a glimpse into the magnitude of what this story is actually dealing with. It is hands down going to be the biggest Marvel event of the year, so pick up issue #1 in comic stores today, May 6th. Also this week, I picked up Amazing Spider-Man #18, Afterlife with Archie #8, and Nailbiter #12. Half of my comics are horror this week. And come on, how awesome is this cover? Let me know in the comments down below if you will be reading Secret Wars, what your local comic book shop did for Free Comic Book Day, or if you know of a comic that you think that I should read. I'd love to hear from you guys. Alright, bye! Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know in the comments down below. There are comics down there?